All right. We should hopefully be live now. Hello, everyone. Wait, where's the music? Okay, there's the music. That was weird. But yeah, hello, everyone. Welcome to the Unit Review, Celebration Stream, etc. Hello, Retrograde, Bolide. Hello, the Miss NC fan. Hello, Chronicos. Thank you all so much for joining. And yeah, we'll get started in about 5 minutes just to let everyone arrive. And also, I need to do all the tweets and whatnot. But yeah, super excited for the stream. And yeah, very excited to do this. Alright, hold on. Give me one moment. Where did it go? Okay, I guess we can do it this way. Yeah. Alright, I guess that works. And then we do it on Discord. I really like this music a lot. This music is actually so good. Your SDS VOD was a big help to my run. I feel I was happy to see you do well. Oh yeah, oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I'm glad you found it very useful. Yeah, and happy you did well in SDS as well. Yeah. Even though we didn't make like rank 1 or anything, like we were still able to stay with master tier, so I'm pretty satisfied with it. And yeah, hopefully there's always next time. Oh, hello, Malachi Mali YouTube. Thank you so much for joining in. And yeah, ended up around 6,300, up from 5,400. Oh wow, that's really cool. Yeah, that is so close to master tier. I'm sure the next run you'll be able to make it. And once you're in master tier, it should be smooth sailing, hopefully. But yeah, it always feels good to be able to like climb a lot. Okay, let me make sure everything is working here. Oh yeah, I'm playing Engage music because this soundtrack is actually so good. Yeah. So can you not fall out of Master so long as you get one win? So, how it works is that you cannot demote from like Master or Diamond. But like SDS and SDR, every season you are reset to basically just below like the score thresholds of the tier you were in previously. So for Master, if you are in Master, the tier threshold for that is 6,500. And so if you are in Master this season, the next season you'll be at 6,499, aka Diamond A. So just 1 point below that. So you need to make sure you win like one game within like the first 2 or first 3 matches if you have the bonus unit. So yeah, as long as you do that, you can stay in Master. You got your copy of 3 Hopes OST in the mail last week. Can't wait for the Engage's OST to release on Steam. Same. I'm actually like super excited. Like there's actually like so many good tracks that I really like. Okay, let me see. Okay, I think this should work. This is the first time I'm doing unit reviews, so I did do like a little preparation beforehand to make sure everything is going well. But yeah, we do have quite a lot of units to go over. So, yeah. Hopefully, like, it goes well. I'm actually a bit nervous. Oh, shoot, I need water. Okay, hold on a second. I watched Oblivion's unit reviews, and he was like, like, dying for some water. So, I'll be right back very shortly. All right. Remember to stay hydrated, folks. All right. Nothing else to do but to get on our way. Excuse me. So, I guess, hello everyone. Welcome to the unit reviews. I'm DTM, and yeah, thank you all so much for all the submissions. They're all really amazing, and I honestly was blown away by how much I received. Because there are so many, I am going to limit it to 1 unit per submitter. That shouldn't be a problem since like the vast majority only submitted 1 anyways, but there were some that submitted multiple, so unfortunately I'll just have to stick to 1 because that'll take too long. And yeah, I will be doing this in the order that I received them. So I guess just to like establish some baselines for that. And yeah, let us begin with the first unit we have. Excuse me. Okay, so the first submission we have is from Rhodes, who oh, hello Satoshi! Welcome to the stream. You're just in time. We are just starting. So yeah, perfect timing. But yeah. Anyways, where was I? Oh yes. So Rhodes or Aldo Radiance submitted this Marth, which has a pretty stacked build, if I do say so myself, with Godlike Reflexes, Special Spiral 3, Speed Smoke 4, and Speed Death Form 3. So for Brave Marth, obviously, the Refine can change the build in the future. But for now, I personally really like... I mean, I assume that if you were able to, you would upgrade Special Spiral 3 to Special Spiral 4. This AHR is the perfect time to get it, so if you don't have it, that would be an opportunity. Oh, hello, Royal Knight. Hiya, Papaya. But yeah, so obviously, like, Special Spiral 4 will definitely help with getting through Godlike Reflexes. Speed Smoke, I guess, is a good option. Yeah, I don't think there's, like, an alternative for a Vantage. Personally, I prefer Distant Dart over Distant Pressure, but obviously that is more expensive. So Distant Pressure is fine since Marth is Vantage, but do keep that in mind. And I personally would go for Attack Speed Form 3 because as a Vantage unit, you do want as much attack as possible. Honestly, you might go for like Death Res Smoke or like was it Distant Atrocity? Yeah, I mean, Marth does heal himself, but like you can get more healing with Distant Dart or Distant Ferocity rather than taking that recoil damage. Which is why, personally, I never really like these, like, pressure, self-damage, distant counter skills, even if they have healing. Hello, Sirlox! Welcome to the stream. Yeah, this is our first unit, so everyone's arriving just in time. So yeah, that's the main thing, I think. Again, Godlike Reflexes, though, is really good. Adds the true damage and helps with the survivability. So that's really nice. And yeah, overall, very nice unit. Thank you so much for the submission. All right. Oh, hello, Blood Gang Hero. Yes, you just arrived as well. We're on to our second unit now, which is from Rabbits of Vala, who submitted this stacked Ninja Male Korin. Oh my goodness. Let's see what this is. Okay. We have the Arcane Lance, Arcane Chiang, with Godlike Reflexes, Distant Ferocity, Close Call 4, Speed Smoke 4, and Mystic Boost. This is actually really nice. I really like this. One thing I probably would change is Distant Ferocity to Distant Dart, because it seems that you're going all in on speed, especially with Close Call 4. But honestly, that is not that big of an issue, because obviously he does have a lot of speed already. But I would assume if you were able to, you'd switch that to Distant Darts. Maybe the S I'd change for maybe attack speed form or something like that. The healing is nice though, so I guess that's a little trade-off. So that's something I guess to experiment with. Oh, hello, Rich Pichu. You're not late at all. We're only on our second unit, so yeah, don't worry about it. We're all good here. But yeah, very nice Ninja Male Korin. This is really cool. I really like it. Alright, next we have is Russo the Positivity, or Indulgent Pooch, who has us this very, very cool saber. Okay. Golden Dagger. I'm gonna look this up. So Golden Dagger, accelerates special trigger at start of combat if special is ready, grants all stats +3 during combat, and unit can counterattack regardless of field range. So he comes with distant counter already, which is really nice. Has slaying, and as long as your special is ready, you can have DC and the all stats +3. So yeah, and so you have the Vital Astro. That turns it into a 1-turn special, and then Time's Pulse ensures that this is always charged, so you always get the distant counter. So very nice. The attack speed finish 4 obviously is also really strong, because the special will always be up. You get the true damage, you get the healing, close call 4, more damage reduction, and then attack speed form. So honestly, I think this is like the perfect build for Saber. Like, what? This is actually crazy. That is, wow. This is really good. I really respect this a lot. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what else to add to this. I mean, I guess, like, if there's ever, like, a Velocity 4 or, like, a Spurn 4, obviously you would prefer that, but we don't have that, so Close Call 4 is what we have. But yeah, I'm assuming, like, the Harsh Command Plus is just there to flex. Like, obviously you'd go for a regular positional. But yeah, like, this is perfect. Literally perfect. Yeah, this is like the standard God Sword build. And, you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? So yeah, very good, like, pretty much perfect build. Don't have much to say about it, but yeah, thank you so much for the submission. Alright, next we have is Arata Shizunai. I believe that's how you pronounce that. Who also has another God Sword. Yeah, a +10 Violet. With Creator Sword, Vital Astra, attack speed finish 4, repel 4, speed smoke 4, and attack speed form. Okay, so this is obviously already a very strong, like, pretty basic when it comes to what's the word? When it comes to, like, God Swords. If there's one thing I might potentially change is to have Times Pulse 4 on over Speed Smoke 4, just so that you can loop Vital Astra very well and a lot more reliably. Now, I don't think it would be that big of an issue, but I think it would definitely increase a Violet's like, consistency, especially since a lot of her effects rely on the special going off, and so having that consistency on Times with times pulse 4 will definitely help a lot. And so, yeah, that would be like the one thing I would change. But other than that, like this is also pretty much perfect. Yeah, Byleth actually is. I don't know if any of you saw that one Twitter post of like Byleth like completely destroying Lucia. But she can do that. So yeah, just goes to show like how much stocks Byleth has gotten recently. Oh shoot, I think this is the Defective Frenzy music. Very nice. Okay, next up we have is from Mr. M, or the creator Monty, who also has another Byleth. And yeah, this one has, we have Swap instead of the Dual Rally, we have Times Pulse 3, and then Life and Death 3. So yeah, obviously, Times Pulse 4 is pretty rare, but if you have it, you probably want to upgrade that. Attack Speed Finish 4 is obviously really nice. I'd probably swap out the Seal for Attack Speed form, because even though, like, you know, the defense is losing that defense doesn't exactly matter. Like, you don't want to lose defenses when you're a God Sword infantry tank, right? So I think, and also like I believe Attack Speed form also just has the potential to give out more stats anyways. So yeah, I personally recommend Attack Speed form over Life and Death 3. But like overall it's still very strong, and yeah, hopefully Times Pulse 4 becomes more accessible, because I need like so much of that skill. All right. Yeah, form is really good. Like, I think it's super underrated, especially like for a budget skill. All right, next up we have is Blaze69, who has a Limstella, which is, oh, this is really cool. Okay. Limstella with Speed Res Finish 4, Special Spiral 4, Times Pulse 4, and Quicken Pulse. Really hammering down the special here. Okay, so more Thimble Vetter. More Thimble Vetter grants attack plus 3. If units within 3 spaces of an ally inflicts attack res minus 8 on foe during combat, foe cannot make a follow-up attack, and grants bonus to units attacked during combat equals to total attack res bonus on ally with the highest total attack res bonus within 3 spaces. If unit is within 3 spaces of an ally after combat, if unit attack deals 15 damage to nearest ally. Okay, interesting. Yeah. Okay, yeah, this is a really stacked build. If I had to change something, I would probably prefer attack res finish over speed res finish 4. Obviously, Limstella doesn't exactly have the greatest speed. And so, yeah, finish skills with attack I find also to be more useful, right, blocking. And so that's probably what I would switch it to, attack speed finish 4. And honestly, like with Moonbow, I don't think you need both Times Pulse 4 and Quicken Pulse 4. Honestly, I think you can just get by with like attack res Oath 4, and then, I don't know, I guess Blade Session on the Seal, or attack res form. Because like the Special Spiral 4 will already put Moonbow down to pre-charge when Moonbow goes off. So the Times Pulse 4, like the charge effect that it does, not on turn 1 but on like subsequent combats, I don't think is really that helpful. Yeah, you can switch to like Luna or a higher cooldown special, but honestly, I think just switching like the C to like attack res Oath 4, and then like switching the S to like Blade Session or something, I think would be probably like more optimal, I guess. So yeah, it's either that or switch to a higher turn special. But yeah, very cool Limstella build. I have to say. But yeah, those would be my personal suggestions. I don't know if you have the fodder for that, but yeah, those are suggestions for Limstella to improve. Also, this music is like super underrated from Engage. Like, I love it so much. All right. Next we have is the Queen of Nidavellir, aka Val or Valora, who brings us this absolutely cracked Gangrel. So Gangrel has Levin Dagger. Okay, what does Levin Dagger do? So Levin Dagger grants res +3 if penalty is active on foe, grants all stats +4 to units during combat, and deals damage equal to 20% of units res during combat. Okay. So obviously, like, you want to stack res, so yeah, having the attack res finish 4 is really good here. Times Pulse to help with the charging of the special, obviously very strong. And yeah. Windsweep plus NFU is interesting. I guess you can run Windsweep on Gangrel. I personally think that there's a lot better like B skills you can potentially use. I think. Okay, what, like, you can go flat NFU, or you can go in like Aether offense, you can go a Disarm Trap if you're using Gangrel that way. Theoretically, you can also go Special Spiral 4 on Gangrel, or you can go Lethality, that works too. But like, overall, I think this is really cool. I personally would recommend, like, if there's one thing I would change, it's swapping out the seal for either like Attack Res Form or Blade Session. Like, Gangrel does have the speed to like be able to stack speed, so Blade Session honestly is not even that bad. And yeah, that's what I would suggest too. Like, NFU, like, we have so many like NFU status effects these days that you can, yeah, right, Starlocks, like, you can get NFU from an external source relatively easily. And I guess Windsweep is fine. I don't know, I feel like a lot of like range nukes these days like want Special Spiral 4 or like a lull or something. But yeah, lull speed defense also helps, I think, in the B as well. I guess you can go Lethality with Times Pulse 3. That could be good too. Yeah, overall, very nice Gangrel. I really like this. This is really cool. Yeah, this song is really good. I really like this. So yeah, I mean, yeah, very cool Gangrel build. I personally would swap out the Windsweep for something different, either a lull, Disarm Trap, or something else, and have the seal probably be like Blade Session or something. But yeah, overall, very cool Gangrel. Thank you so much for the submission. Alright, next up we have is S or Coquette Nihil, I believe. Hopefully I got the name right. Who gives us this crazy dual Ephraim. Okay, so this dual Ephraim has attack defense ideal 4, lull attack defense 3, times pulse 3, and heavy blade. And this is a Gale Force build. So, alright. Yeah, for a Gale Force build, I think this is actually really cool. Yeah, you can run Odd Tempest Seal. I mean, I'm personally not the biggest fan of like Odd Tempest or even Tempest, but on dual Ephraim, it does work because he does have like even Tempest, I believe. But yeah, I guess you can also do that on the C. But yeah, okay, hold on. Rangan Leaf does have slaying, right? Give me a second. Okay, let's see here. No, it does not have slaying. It only has effective against armor and cavalry foes. Okay. Okay, never mind. I guess you can, like... Yeah, +3 attack. So I guess, like... Ooh, okay, hold on. Is there, like, any special, acceleration? There isn't. Okay, I guess if you want to stick to a Gale Force build, yeah. You can technically run Heavy Blade 4 instead. That'll make it a bit more difficult to, like, meet the attack checks, especially in today's meta. And then you can run, like, Odd Pulse, Odd Tempest on the Seal. Oh, hello, DCXXX. Yeah, excuse me. Honestly, I think the best bet would just be to replace the C with Odd Tempests and then have, like, external cooldown support, like from Asker or something for Gale Force. But yeah. Or just, like, just only engage on even turns. Like, you have safety fence, so you wait out that one turn and then you go in. That's probably, honestly, better, I think. Yeah, overall, very cool Ephraim build. Always love seeing Gale Force units. I really do enjoy it. So yeah. Next up we have is Surlox. And Surlox gives us this Cordelia, not +10 Cordelia. SMH, no, just kidding. But yeah, Cordelia with Arcane Qiong, Ether, Attack Speed Clash for Flow Near Trace, Speed Def Hold, and Blade Session. I think this is like the perfect build, I believe. Yeah, because Flow Near Trace is the best flow skill. Gives you like not Gale Force, the half NFU and like the Trace, which is obviously really nice. Clash really helps as well. And yeah, Aether, I'm going to assume is just to flex. Yeah, no, don't worry. I totally understand Surlox. Like, I can't have enough Gale Force fodder. Yeah, I believe Arcane Qiong, it has both slaying and special acceleration. Yes, it does. So honestly, I think you can actually just make her into a very good Gale Forcer and switch from like Aether to Gale Force. So she does come with Gale Force already, so yeah, that's probably what I recommend. Use Aether for normal gameplay, Gale Force for AR. Okay, that makes sense, yeah. But yeah, like, this is actually the perfect build. Don't have much to say about this one. What does Cordelia have normally? I want to... does Cordelia have a perf? Cordelia's Lance. Oh yeah, Cordelia's the one with like the Brave effect. I mean, I personally really like Cordelia's perf. But I think even with Cordelia's perf, yeah, if you're going to use Cordelia perf, like you go Dive Bomb and you go Dive Bomb essentially. But yeah. Yeah, the one with the Arcane Lance is probably better because like NFU and deny follow-up effects and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, overall very nice. Like, this is really good. This build is actually perfect. So yeah, don't have much to say about that. But yeah, thank you so much, Starlox, for the submission. Alright, next up we have is a Brave Blitz who has for us this Lilith with a very interesting build. We have Arcane Grima, Attack Speed Catch 4, Dragon's Wraith 4, Speed Res Hold, and Attack Defense Catch 3. Sorry, drinking some water here. But yeah, this is very interesting because, like, Lilith is obviously really well known for her warping, but this, I think, turns her into a more, I believe, mixed-phased unit. Yeah, Arcane Grima gives you, like, true damage, HP restoration, slaying, obviously, and all stats +4. What does Dragon's Wraith do again? Okay, Dragon's Wrath it reduces damage from foe's first attack during combat by 25% if unit's HP is greater than foe's res. Unit's first attack deals damage equals 25% of unit's attack minus foe's res during combat. Okay, so yeah. This has some damage reduction and some extra damage. So yeah, definitely seems pretty mixed phase. Yeah, double dipping in Wrath is pretty good. I will say, I personally I do have a Lilith, and I personally really like her perf really well. And so I normally run her with like her preference weapon. Since she's warping, you'd probably do like Attack Speed Clash 4. And then you'd go like a trace skill in the B. Can be any trace. Still waiting for SR near trace, but I guess IS doesn't want dragons to have any fun with player-phase dragons to have any fun with that. Can dragons inherit flow and trace? They cannot. Okay, that's a bit unfortunate. Wait, why? What? Okay, I guess like player-phase dragons just continue to get the short end of the stick. That's actually so sad. Okay, leave it for... Oh wait, no, there is SR near trace. Niffle has it, and Ninian has it. I forgot. So yeah, I guess you go SR near trace then, if you're using her perf. And then probably some like smoke skill on... Or actually speed res hold works well as well. So, yeah. I guess you can also run like Blade Session too if you're going for that more warping player phase. But yeah, for a mixed phase, I think this Lilith is like pretty decked out. Yeah, Asker is technically a player phase dragon. Yeah. But yeah, so like this build definitely works and is definitely super strong. Again, my preference would be to use her perf, but if you're using Arcane Grima, I think this is definitely a very strong build and works really well. But yeah, thank you so much, Brave Blitz, for the submission. Next up, we have is the one and only Satoshi, who has for us Chloe here, along with the Tear Streak Ice music theme, I guess. Okay, so yeah, this Chloe is really, really cool. So we have here Attack Speed Clash 4, Pegasus Flight 4, Attack Speed Oath 4, and Speed Res Form. So yeah, I believe for Pegasus Flight, you do want to stack both attack speed and resistance, and obviously that is really strong. That comes with her base kit, which is really cool. And then we get some true damage, and yeah, okay, I understand. I remember now. But yeah, personally, I think Chloe has enough res so for like most enemies, so that you can actually just swap this to either Blade Session or Attack Speed form, or honestly you can go Attack Res form. Like, I mean, one of the reasons why I personally am not a big fan of Pegasus Flight 4 is that you have to care about 3 stats instead of just 2 that most flyers care about, which is, you know, attack and speed. So that obviously like makes it so there's a bunch of trade-offs to what like skills you can use. But like my preference would be like attack speed form 3. But like speed res form 3 is like perfectly fine. And I actually would also honestly think to like attack speed oath 4 is really cool. And obviously very strong on her. I think like what was it? There's like speed def hold or like speed res hold or something like that would also be a very good option, especially if you can get buffs from like outside sources, which is relatively like straightforward to do. So like swapping that out for like speed defense or speed res hold for that in combat debuff can help like be more optimal if you have that support, and also have like, you know, Katria or something. I believe flight skills do require visible stats. Yeah, Oath is better for player phasing because like it's a lot more what's the word? Self-reliant. But if I'm saying like if you have the support, like the hold skills I think are better. But like, I'm just like giving you alternatives. I think this is a really good build. So like, I think this is like super good as is already. But yeah, very, very cool Chloe. Hopefully you'll be able to plus 10 this Chloe very soon. But yeah. Oh shoot, I need more water. Yeah, thank you so much, Satoshi, for submitting this. This was really cool to see. Thank you so much. Alright. Next we have is KD, who has for us this Gahath. I think that's how you pronounce his name. With Arcane Aloofnir. I think that's how you pronounce that. Yeah, okay. And okay, this is a Gale Force build with attack defense ideal, Wings of Mercy, attack defense menace, and heavy blade. Okay, so if this is going to be a Gale Force build where you like warp in and like get in your hits, I personally would swap out the C skill for either a smoke skill or like something that doesn't require you to be like have an enemy within 4 spaces of you, because that gives you a lot more flexibility in terms of unit positioning, especially in AR, and definitely helps make your Gale Force a lot more comfortable, because the menace only activates when, you know, the enemy is within that 4 spaces, which is not always possible. In fact, most of the time it won't be possible. So I personally recommend, honestly, you can even go budget with Savage Blow. Wait until Savage Blow 4 comes out. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely like understand that. Attack Defense Oath 4 would be really cool. I don't believe we have Attack Defense Oath 4 yet, though. Okay, hold on. Arcane Aloofnir. I don't believe Arcane Aloofnir has special acceleration. No, it doesn't. It only has guard. So yeah, only the lance and the axe has special acceleration. The the sword only has guard because I guess it's a lot more I guess enemy phase focus or something. But yeah, that would be the one thing I'd change. Probably go for like a smoke. You can go attack smoke, I guess, or like an oath skill, like attack defense oath once it is available to us. But yeah, very nice Skahoth. This is really cool. Yeah, I don't think I've seen a Skahoth built like this way, so this is really interesting. I really like it. Thank you so much for the submission. Okay, we're jamming out to the Hounds theme. You gotta love it. Can't wait for the Engage DLC. Yeah, no problem at all. Alright, next up we have is Lindius. And Lindius has for us this Nami with the new Arcane Bow, Deadeye, Attack Speed, Finish 4, Special Spiral 3, Pulse Smoke 3, and Bonus Doubler 3. Okay, very nice. Now this is a really cool build. Like obviously like for Nami, I think Arcane Bow is the correct option. It's like there's basically two main bows you'd use. You use either Whitecap or the Arcane Bow. For Nami, like beating the speed condition on Whitecap is very difficult, so I think Arcane Bow here makes a lot of sense. If you can, I definitely would recommend like going Special Spiral 4 and maybe replacing Deadeye with like Ruptured Sky. That seems to be like the build that a lot of like the top players use. You all know Joel with the +10 dual Chrom that he keeps telling us about with Special Spiral 4 and Ruptured Sky. And so like replicating that but for Nimi, like I mean dual Chrom's a red bow user, Nimi is a red bow user, should be the exact same, right? But yeah, that's if you can get Special Spiral 4, I definitely recommend doing that and then with Ruptured Sky. And I actually also recommend Attack Speed Oath 4. Although honestly, Pulse Smoke also works really well, so Pulse Smoke can definitely be a very good tech option. So yeah, it's either going to be Pulse Smoke or Attack Speed Oath 4. Honestly, I cannot wait to see what Pulse Smoke 4 does. Oh, hello, Sekhmet Revolution. Thank you so much for the congrats. I really do appreciate it. Thank you for the support. Oh yeah, and for the seal, honestly, like the reason why I say like Attack Speed Oath 4 is because it does synergize really well with Bonus Doubler. But yeah, Pulse Smoke can be nice in SD at times, especially against like pre-charged Hardy Fighter Aegis. But like if you're going to run Bonus Doubler, I recommend Attack Speed Oath 4. Obviously you can just run Blade Session in the S. But yeah, that's what I would personally do. Pulse Smoke 4 is about to have Guard Smoke 4 and remove Fafnir and Serica niche. Honestly, I wouldn't, honestly, I could definitely see that. Alright, thank you so much, Lindius, for the submission. Yeah, epic final map music. Love it. Alright, next up we have is Nerdy Gamer, who has with us the Scion Julia, or 12 Julia, if you're cool. And okay. Wow, this is really, really, really amazing. Wow. So we have Arcane Eclipse, Ruptured Sky, Remote Sparrow, Seal Res 4, Attack Speed Oath 4, and Blade Session? Like, what? What is this? Oh my gosh. Yeah, the background also works really well, like, thematically too. Yeah, this is sick. Like, what are you cooking? Okay, I guess, like, one potential thing you can change, and I'm gonna say this a lot, for a lot of the mage nukes that we have. But like, you can consider swapping out Seal Res 4 for Special Spiral 4. Now you did inherit Arcane Eclipse, so I don't know if you inherited Special Spiral 4 with that Arcane. Arcane. Oh wait. Oh, she's a flyer. Oh right, she's a flyer. Okay, that's my bad. That's my bad. Shows you how much I run into Julia. Okay, then Seal Res 4 is the correct play then. That's correct. I know, that's so sad. Why can't ranged flyers have anything? Okay, I legitimately thought Julia was an infantry for whatever reason. I don't know what I was thinking. Yeah, friendship ended with NFU. Now Special Spiral 4 is my new bestie. Exactly. I guess Ninja Camilla is close enough, yeah. But no, like, yeah, now that I know that she's a flyer, like, this is the perfect build. Like, literally, like, you cannot get any better than that. Yeah, that's probably true, Katie. So yeah, excuse me. Oh wow, my throat's getting dry. Excuse me, sorry. But yeah, this is the perfect build. I don't have anything else to say. Congrats on the super stack Julia. And yeah. Yeah, thank you so much for the submission. Yeah, rip light and dark, I guess. Alright, next up we have is this. Oh shit, I don't have the name for this. Hero sharing, I think? Okay, I think that is it. With this very cool legendary Hector. So this Hector has Thunder Armats, Ruptured Sky, Distant Stance, Vengeful Fighter 4, Ostia Pulse, and Steady Breath. Wow. Very quick with the Vengeful Fighter. Very nice. Okay, what does Vengeful Fighter do again? Let me see. So Vengeful Fighter inflicts attack -4 on foe during combat. Unit makes a guaranteed follow-up token on and grants special cooldown charge +1. Okay, so Vengeful Fighter 4 already grants you special cooldown acceleration. So I personally would swap out the S seal for something different. You can do something basic like a form skill, like I guess like Def Res form or Attack Res form or something like that. But yeah, Vengeful Fighter 4 already like accelerates special, so you don't need to run a Steady Breath. So that is something that obviously you can quickly change. Honestly, like, this is obviously like an Omni Tank legendary Hector. This is not meant to be save Hector. You did also send me a save Hector, but I can't. As I mentioned at the beginning, I'm only doing one submission per person just due to time. But yeah, the nearest. Yeah, I definitely I mean, Hector is really good with his unique C skills, so like this is already pretty strong. Yeah, like if he was anything but an armor, like this would have been so cool. Yeah, there's a lot of like options for the seal, like deflect, like Chronicos says. You can even run like something like distant defense if you really want. But yeah, definitely I definitely like fix up the seal. But other than that, like this is really good. I really like it a lot. Yeah, very cool. Thank you so much for the submission. All right, next up we have is the Miss NC fan, and the Miss NC fan has for us this Seteth with Surge Sparrow Flow Flight 3, Attack Speed, Menace, and Io Shield. Very interesting. Okay, first of all, still hoarding feathers and dragon flowers. Okay, that makes a lot of sense, yeah. When you're building a lot, feathers can definitely be a pain to get. So, I guess let's see here. Is this supposed to be like more player phase oriented, enemy phase oriented, or mixed phase? What does Flow Flight do? A player face build? Okay, so I personally would recommend swapping out the seal for something like Blade Session. I assume this is like just like something for like a build error or something. But because he is player phase, like Io's shield doesn't really have that much value. So yeah, just making sure you stack like as much offenses as you can would definitely really help. And because you're running Flow Flight 3, you definitely want to make sure you have as much speed as possible to be able to meet the speed check so that you can get the true damage. It might be worth to spend the trait fruits, but personally I would wait until you merge him all the way up, because you might just get plus speed or plus attack or a plus speed status, sorry. But yeah, it seems like, yeah, he is a D mode, so I don't think it's worth spending trait fruits. But yeah, Flow Flight is interesting because you want to stack both attack speed and defense. But I think his defense is good enough to be able to have that value from Flow Flight anyways, so I think attacking speed is definitely the way to go. Attack speed Menace is nice, but I personally would prefer either Oath or Speed Death Hold, one of those two. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of Menace skills, honestly, but yeah, this is really cool. Really, really do like it. Yeah, thank you so much for the submission, the Miss MC fan. Okay, give me a second. I'm gonna get some more water. I'm going through this quickly. All right, back. Yeah, thank you so much. Hope this was helpful. Alright, next up is a submission from Aegis. Aegis is a fellow FEHtuber who has for us this plus 10 Reagan. What? Okay, I want that Reagan. Wow. Okay. Wait, is this a perfect build? What does she come with normally? Yeah, Lull and the Panic Smoke. Okay. Yeah, maybe Flow Force. What's the one with Guard? Is that Flow Force? Hold on. You can go Flow Force. I think Flow Guard, would be better. Although, honestly, like, the Flow Refresh can be helpful, especially in Ether Raids, to get that healing, to help with that sustain, but I think Flow Guard, honestly, is probably the better option. Yeah, I personally recommend Flow Guard over Flow Refresh, but like, obviously, like, that's not always the most available fodder. But yeah, that would be the one thing I would recommend. But other than that, this is pretty much a perfect build. So, yeah, like, what? Please let me have this. Yeah, definitely like the biggest Reagan fan for sure. So yeah, like I mentioned, probably recommend Flow Guard over Flow Refresh. Maybe you can make the case for like a different smoke skill, but honestly, Pulse Smoke does wonders, especially in decharging the special. So Pulse Smoke honestly is perfectly fine. But yeah, like nothing else to say. This is almost perfect. Thank you so much for the submission, Aegis. Alright, next up we have is Jack Topper or Jacob Shelby, who has with us this Leo. Whoa, okay. Plus 10 Leo with the Arcane Tome, Ruptured Sky, Solid Ground 4, Mystic Boost 4, Panic Smoke 4, and Attack Res Solo 3. Okay. This is really, really stacked. Solid Ground 4 is interesting. Like, Leo obviously doesn't really have the highest stats. So it is definitely, like, really hard to work with, especially with his, like, paltry speed. Still, though, I think... I don't know. I guess you can go either, yeah, give this man a Resplendent. Yeah, I personally would recommend either a catch skill or, oh shoot, what was the, like, it was like, what, Mirror Sparrow or Remote Mirror or something like that? Or the defense version, which I don't think we have yet. Yeah, Remote Mirror. That's the one. Yeah, we don't have like a remote sturdy or anything yet. So I guess Remote Mirror, like just fodder better Leo to him, I guess would be like the best option. Yeah, kill Leo for Leo. Yeah. And yeah, I personally don't think Mystic Boost is that great for him. I recommend either a Seal 4 skill or just go with a Trace. Honestly, like you can just go like Attack Res, Far Trace, and that is perfectly fine. Yeah, and yeah, Panic Smoke 4 is really cool. Like obviously other options. Are there other options? Yeah, there are other options, like other smokes and whatnot, but honestly, like, Panic Smoke is perfectly fine. And yeah, I guess we go Attack Res solo, or Attack Res Form if you're using him on defense, because the AI is too stupid to, like, keep Leo solo for that. Yeah, I guess Attack Smoke or something. But yeah, like overall, this is very strong. Obviously, a lot of premium skills. But yeah, I'd recommend probably Attack Defense Catch for now if you want to stack that defense, or Remote Mirror if you want to stack Res instead. A Trace for the B, probably Attack Res Trace, and then the C is fine, but obviously there are other options. But yeah, thank you so much for the submission, Jack Topper. Alright, next up we have is Beebus, or Beebus Star, who has for us this Selkie, plus 10 Selkie. Whoa, okay. With her Perf, Attack Defense Catch, Lull Attack Defense, Def Res Menace, and speed, defense, catch. So yeah, all in on defense here, which is very interesting. Because I believe Selkie normally wants to stack res, right? Although, like, in most instances, you probably have enough res to beat most units. Oh my gosh, what is this weapon? It's like a essay. Yeah, normally you want to stack res. Because that's how she gets most of her effect, and you get more true damage. Or not true damage. You get like the bonus buffs to your stats that way as well. But there is a cap on that, so maybe as long as like... So I guess like as long as you are comfortably meeting the res checks, doing it this way would be fine. Yeah. Okay, is Refugio reposition? I'm gonna assume it's reposition. Yeah, I mean I respect making Selkie a mixed tank, especially for Beast Cavalry. Yes. Okay. Cool. Because obviously like cavalry units aren't the greatest tanks, and I think beast units in particular, compared to the other beast movement types, have it really rough. But yeah, I guess like I personally would like double down on the res, but like if you're going to go full defense, stacking, honestly, I'd probably switch out the menace, honestly. Yeah, I'd swap out the menace for maybe a different menace skill, or like a smoke skill, like attack smoke. Or you can swap out the B for like a trace, since she is like a cavalry, you can like go in. I mean, I guess that's making more like mixed phase. But I think I prefer Selkie to be either mixed phase or a bit more player phase focused. So personally, I would go for a trace and probably go for a smoke. And then, yeah, I guess like... But yeah, I guess that's where I make my changes if I were... So yeah, like, as I said, catch. The lull is fine for just, like, pure tanking or mix. But, like, if you want to make it more player phase, you go trace, and then either different menace or smoke, and then, yeah, seal's good. Seal's good. But yeah, thank you so much, Beavis, for this mission. Alright, next we have is the one and only Rocket Gal, who has for us this plus 10 Takumi. Oh my goodness. Fun fact, today I free summoned a Takumi, so I guess this is just super appropriate. And yeah, this Takumi has the Arcane Bow, Remote Sparrow, Escape Route 4, Attack Speed Menace, and Attack Speed Solo 3. So, yeah, obviously super strong build. Escape Route 4 is definitely like a very cool skill. I don't think Takumi is the greatest unit to be able to use that, but I mean, it definitely works. You can't go wrong with more mobility. If you want to like be a bit more, I guess, power-wise, you probably swap out that B for either a lull, a tempo, or honestly go like Special Spiral 4 and then run Ruptured Sky. The classic bow build, I guess, these days. But yeah, I'd recommend Blade Session. Solos, especially with Escape Route 4, tend to be not really easily to have their effects active. So I definitely recommend Blade Session if you're going to run Escape Route 4. And honestly, even without Escape Route 4, you probably want to run Blade Session anyways. And for the C, I guess, yeah, you probably want Attack Speed Oath instead of Attack Speed Menace. But yeah, overall, like, very strong Takumi build. Like, this is really decked out. I respect it a lot. Oh, Takumi. Okay, I wasn't playing, like, at launch. I only started really playing at 2020, so I wasn't there for the days when, like, Takumi was, like, top-tier meta. But, yeah, this is Takumi trying to climb his way back. But yeah, thank you so much, Rocket Gal. This is a very, very good and go-to Takumi. Really respect it. And yeah, thank you so much for the submission. Honestly, I like the meta back then, like, is kind of incomprehensible to me. like I'm just like, how, like, what was the meta when Takumi was good? Like, what was that? like, cause like I'm used to, like, you know, it was a simpler time. Exactly. Yeah, what was Faye cooking back then? Alright, next up we have is Rich Pichu with this Summer Erica, with her perf, attack speed unity, her perf, F, guidance 4, okay, and attack speed solo 3. Okay, already like flexing with a guidance 4. But wow, okay. Okay, so if I remember correctly, give me a second. So yeah, Erica has like the half NFU, the guard, and inflicts guard. If you know initially to space an ally, and yeah, and then has tempo, and then the Luna effect dish. So yeah, Summer Erica I think is actually really underrated, and yeah, I really like the attack speed unity for her. That works really well, especially when there's a lot of debuffs, and especially if you're like unity stacking, it works really good. She kills so many hardy saves with deflect magic for me, it's insane, and Brave Dimitri is so free. Yeah, like all of my far save units like cannot deal with her. Like she is so underrated. Like, it's actually insane. But yeah, so I personally would recommend swapping out the solo for late session if you can. Obviously, like, if you're going to use this in like Summoner Duels and Summoner Duels S, like, late session is obviously super coveted, so attack speed solo works fine here. But like the extra attack and speed can be very helpful. I forget, does Karen Conch has Slaying? Yes, it does have Slaying. Okay, so yeah, Moonbow is the correct special. Like, honestly, outside of the seal, this is like perfect. So, yeah. I guess, like, if you don't care about unity stacking, you can go for Remote Sparrow. Definitely helps with her survivability, since I don't believe she has damage reduction on this version of her. No, she doesn't. But like, still. So like, that can help with survivability, especially if you run into like a save unit that does have like disencounter, like Ascendant Idun or something. With like disencounter seal. So that is an option. But like, attack speed unity is perfectly fine. Guidance 4 is super strong on her. Like, Guidance 4 is just ridiculous. And yeah, seal, if like late session is available, like late session I think would be the way to go. But yeah, overall, very, very, very cool Erica. I love it. It's really nice. Yeah, honestly, I love Guidance 4. Like, I don't have it, but it's so much fun. But yeah, thank you so much, Rich Pichu, for the submission. Hope that like helps. Again, I think this is like fine as is. You don't need a summon for anything, but like if you want to like have alternative skills, like Remote Sparrow would be the main one, I think. But yeah. Alright, next we have is Potato, or Potato Tomato, with this New Year's Reagan. With her Perf, Attack Speed Catch 4, Lull Speed Res 3, Panic Smoke, and Blade Session. Very, very nice. Yeah, Reagan already comes with Trace, right? So like, there's no need to run a Trace skill. So I think like Lull Speed Res is probably the best option for her. Yeah. Honestly, yeah, I agree. Like, New Year's Reagan is very underrated too. I guess if there was like one thing you might consider changing, it might be the C, but like Panic Smoke 4 is like perfectly fine, so there's no really any need to like change that. So honestly, like I think this is the perfect build for her. Because again, like range mages don't have a lot when it comes to like B skill options. Which is really unfortunate because like there's no reason they shouldn't be able to have like more skills. Yeah. Yeah, this is actually dang, looking through the B skill list, this is actually kind of sad. Ranged mages sounds weird. Okay, yeah. Yeah, like I guess the one thing you can also change, like, yeah, Seal Res 4 is pretty much it when it comes to like Flyer or Calf mages. I guess technically you can run Remote Sparrow, but I don't think it's as necessary for Reagan. But like that would be an upgrade for her. So yeah, Remote Sparrow I guess would be the one upgrade, and I don't think Seal Res is necessary, like, because like she does also want to be pretty speedy, so like it's an option, but there's more trade-offs to that. But yeah, like pretty much perfect build in my personal opinion. Very good Reagan. I really like it. I don't know what Lull Force will do, and I do not want to find out, but it will be fun, I hope. Alright, next we have is E01 with this absolutely based Legendary Lucina build. Wow, okay. My man. Oh, okay. Hello, Lady Yona Liz. Thank you so much for joining the stream. Yeah, HP Boon is interesting. If you have the trait fruits, I recommend switching that to speed. If you do have it, I also recommend either attack speed finish or Remote Sparrow. One of those two, but Swift Sparrow 3, like, obviously that's in her base kit, it's cheaper, so that works perfectly fine, honestly. If you can, I also think like Ruptured Sky can be a more consistent special, but Moonbow works just fine. And honestly, I don't think you really need to run Heavy Blade on her. Because of Special Spiral, outside of the first hit, most of the times like that special will be proc, and it's not hard for her to proc it regardless. Especially with only a 2-turn special, so I think having more offenses like Blade Session would probably be the way to go. But yeah, Remote Sparrow would be pretty sweet for her. I really want Remote Sparrow for my Legendary Lucina as well. Like, this is basically the build I want. Like, obviously, like, the build I want for my Lucina, Legendary Lucina, would be Ruptured Sky, Remote Sparrow, Special Spiral 4, Attack Speed 04, and Blade Session. Especially because, like, Attack Speed 04 helps so well with the mobility and just enables future vision so well. But yeah, if there's one thing I definitely would change, it would be the seal. Switching that from Heavy Blade to Blade Session. You'll hear that a lot, like Blade Session. Okay, hold on. I need to refill my water bottle. Give me 1 second. Yeah, only on Bunny Bernie and the new Lind. It's really rare. But yeah, very based unit. Almost the perfect build. And yeah, hopefully like Remote Sparrow and Remote Sparrow becomes more accessible in the future. Alright, next up we have is Brian Waifu, who has for us this Laura Shell with Evaldi, Ruptured Sky, Attack Speed Solo 4, SR Far Trace, the Rouse Attack Speed 4, and Attack Speed Solo. So, obviously this is like really invested. We don't have an Arcane Blue tome yet, so depending on what the Arcane Blue tome does, that might be an option. For the A, again, like, I don't really like solos these days, so you probably want either a Attack Speed Catch 4 or Remote Sparrow for her. SR Far Trace 3 is definitely good. And then for the C, I'm also not a big fan of Rouse, honestly. Also, this part of the music is so good. I love it so much. So yeah, I guess like since she is like a mage cav, you can go with a smoke. I've been checking out your Aether Raids content for a hot minute now. It's cool to check out one for the first time. You guys, thank you so much, Ruben. Thank you so much for joining the stream and for enjoying the Aether Raids content. We're really glad you enjoyed them. Yeah, thank you, the Geeky Red Mage. Yeah, calves don't really have a lot of good Cs outside of Smoke 4. You're right, Rich Pichu. So yeah, honestly, you can go probably either Attack Smoke, Panic Smoke, Speed Smoke, Defense Res Smoke if you really want to enable that Pathfinder. Yeah, calves are... The C is basically smokes these days, so... Yeah, that's probably what I recommend. And then, again, like, Blade Session I think is better than the solo. Unless, like, you're controlling her yourself and you don't... Like, Blade Session is used somewhere else. Yeah. Menace can work on melee calves, but even then, like, I'm not the biggest fan, personally. But yeah, thank you so much, Brian Waifu, for the submission. Alright, next up we have is Mick Luis, who has for us this Loki. Whoa, what? Okay, hold on a second, what are they cooking? We have Light Restraint, Attack Speed Finish 4, Dazzling Shift, Canton Control 3, and Attack Speed Form 3. Wow. Yeah, that is a decked out Loki. Okay, so Dazzling Shift gives you the warping effect. I believe the Loki, I did not mean to do that. Comes with Wrathful, right? Yeah. So yeah, this is like the ultimate. Okay, Black Gang. But yeah, like, I think this is basically perfect. I think the one thing you probably could change is Attack Speed Form to Blade Session. Again, like, you might have Blade Session on another unit, so this works just fine. But Yeah, this is like perfect, I think. I guess if you have like a separate source of Kanto control, you can run a different C, but honestly, like, you'd probably want to run Kanto control on the staff unit if you are going to run a staff unit. So, yeah, like, yeah, this is perfect. Not much to say about this. Yeah, I think the tier 4 Wrathful is a lot better because of the gravity. I agree. Actually, while we're here, I forget if Camilla, Brave Camilla has Wrathful or Dazzling. Yeah, Camilla is interesting because Camilla has Dazzling, so you have to run Poetic Justice, and Poetic Justice is the gravity effect, if I recall, right? No, wait. No, it's the actually no, it's the true damage. Right. It's the special that Elise has that was the gravity. So actually, never mind. Scratch that. Brave Camilla is perfect. Hello, Josh Miller. Oh, thank you so much for subscribing. And yeah, we're doing these in the order I received them. So, and I think the last time I updated was like around 2 hours ago. So we'll see. Yeah, Holy Pressure has gravity. Yeah. But yeah, I think this build is perfect. I don't really have much to say about this. So yeah, very jealous of your Loki. I really respect it. Alright, next up we have the one and only Chronicos, who has for us this Pirate Nasala. Very, very nice. Okay. So we have Attack Speed Catch 4, Speed Def Near Trace 3, Speed Smoke 4, and Attack Speed Solo 3. Okay. Wow. This is a decked out Nasala. Okay. So yeah. If I recall correctly, you mentioned that this was like, I guess like sort of a Gale Force. You were trying a Gale Force build on him, or was that someone else? I need to check my Twitter notifications. Oh my goodness, I have so many notifications recently. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, I mean, okay, you said that it used to be your Gale Force King, but yeah. Fabi wildly greatly. He has a lot of trouble killing things without damaging special. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, the tankiness of units have been getting really high, so yeah, this Nasala would definitely love Remote Sparrow. I mean, I guess Surge Sparrow can work, but I mean, I think Attack Speed Catch 4 is perfectly fine. And like, he already comes with what's the word? Like the half NFU that's offensive, and so like, running Flow and Trace wouldn't really benefit him compared to SD Near Trace, so I think SD Near Trace is the correct B for him. Maybe the C? What Cs can melee flyers run? I mean, I guess you can run Hold to boost his, like... Oh yeah, Beast can't get Flow Trace, lol. Rip. So yeah, I think like a Hold skill, like a Speed Defense Hold, I think would be a good upgrade because that allows him to immediately have the extra stats instead of only after his first combat. And then, I keep mentioning this before, but yeah, Blade Session over Attack Speed Solo 3 if you don't have Blade Session already on a separate unit. But yeah. Hold would definitely be more preferable. Oh, thank you so much, Arrow Senin, for the donation. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Thanks for rating my legendary Hector. I'll update him. Oh, no problem at all. Oh my goodness, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. So yeah, I think that's probably what I'd say. Like, Surge Sparrow is an option, but like Attack Speed Catch 4, I think, is fine. Like the hold and then like the seal, but yeah, other than that, like this build is pretty much like almost perfect, I'd say, outside of the sea. But yeah, very, very cool Nasala build. Oh my goodness, this is actually kind of insane. A plus 10 Nasala. Wow. Okay. I can't... yeah. Alright, thank you so much, Chronicos, for the submission. Hopefully that helps a bit. But yeah, very cool Nasala. Alright, next we have is Professor Toad, or Alex, who has this Azura for us. You used to use him in SD all the time, but the meta is too wild for him to keep up. Yeah, it's been getting a lot more tankier in SD these days, which is a bit unfortunate. But yeah, this Azura, double life and death with the 3 defense. All right, I'm assuming this is for like soaking chills and whatnot, and like the bright shrines and all that. So that is definitely pretty cool. Firestorm Dance 3 is very spicy. That is definitely very premium. It depends on how you use Azura. Yeah, 3 defense. I personally use Azura with my Ninjoran team, and so in a Ninjoran or like Gale Force in general, I really like having Trace on her because that just provides a lot more flexibility when it comes for the Gale Force clear. Outside of Gale Force though, if you're just using this as a dancer on like a hit and run team or something like that, I do think Firestorm Dance 3 is really, really good and really, really strong, so that is really cool. Oh, Firestorm 4 has flat Kanto? Wait. Oh, it does. Wait, what? If skill is enable. Okay. I get it now. Sorry, I misread that. I thought it. Okay. I mean, I guess the Trace one, the Kanto one is nice, but like, I think for Gale Force, potentially having like Trace 3 or whatnot, I think. Just is a bit more flexible, and for Ninjoran in particular, generally you're not. I mean, I guess there are situations where having the Desperation can be very helpful. So I guess, yeah, I guess it is a trade-off, but yeah, it does have some overlap with a personal weapon, yeah. But I mean, like, again, like, I still think Firestorm Dance 3 is a very good option. Yeah, Azura grants +6 to all stats with her dance. And, I mean, not her dance, with her weapon. And that's to adjacent ally. So yeah, there is some overlap there. But, I mean, the main reason why you're running Firestorm Dance 3 is for that Desperation. Which, for, like, hit and run and certain Gale Force, like, clears, is definitely very useful. So, I guess it will depend on the map. But, like, obviously Azura already has Trace, so having Firestorm Dance 3 on her already as an option is always going to be very good. The life and deaths are for soaking shrines and whatnot. I do recommend getting a special on her, like even if she is not going to be into combat, it's probably good to have it anyways, just in case. And yeah, drive attack is a good budget option. Crossbow attack is like probably a bit more premium and an upgrade depending on how you position and whatnot. So that would probably be where I'd add an upgrade to that, like crossbow attack, and then like I guess moonbow for the special. And then depending on like the map or team, you can swap out Firestorm Dance 3 and SR Far Trace depending on which one works the best. But yeah, overall, very cool Azura. We'd love to see it. Alright, next we have Jerome for CYL, who did not submit a Jerome for us, or a Quetzalcoatl, but rather Kaiza, who is a beast infantry with Polished Fang, Distant Foil, Seal Defense 4, Attack Smoke 4, and Quick Riposte 3. Alright, interesting. Okay, so immediate suggestion would be to swap out the A. If you're going to use them as an Omni tank, then like Distant Foil only like allows you to retaliate against bows, I believe, and daggers, and so you're vulnerable to mages. And they do have the res stack to be able to tank mages, so I recommend a different like a skill, probably either like distant dart, distant stance, or distant ferocity, one of those, as a substitution. Okay, what does Polished Fang do? I completely forgot. What does that do? At the start of combat, grants attack defense +6. Grants special cooldown charge +1 per foe attack. Deals +5 damage per unit attack, including when dealing damage with a special trigger before combat. Okay, cool. But yeah, okay, what was I saying? Yeah, if you're going to go Omni Tank, I recommend swapping out the A for Distant Ferocity or Stance. Seal Defense 4 is pretty nice, and definitely can work. I'm not the biggest fan of that on a tank, though. I think like there are other skills that could work better, like okay, oh shoot, what's the word? I mean, he can run, I guess, like if you're on a budget, you can run NFU, or okay, they don't have the speed for Close Call 4, unfortunately, which does sort of limit things. I guess you can. Does Seal Attack exist yet? Yeah, Seal Attack exists. Seal Attack 4, I guess, can be an option if like you're more concerned about defenses. But I guess Seal Defense 4 is fine, or you can just go for a lull, honestly. I think that works too. Yeah, speed is quite awkward for NFU and NFU stack. It's on Legendary Robin. Ah, okay, I see. For an Odyssey, I think Attack Smoke 4 is fine as well. Yeah, Quick Riposte 3, I guess, works. Okay, so hold on, give me a second. So one thing you can actually consider is having like Moonbow instead of like Noontime or something like that, because they do have special acceleration when the enemy hits them. So you can immediately proc with like a Moonbow immediately on the retaliation. Yeah, you can also go with like Beast Follow-Up or whatnot, because infantry does get tempo, so that can make the special charging a lot more consistent. And so you can go Moonbow. If you're not running Omni Tank but as a frontline, you can go a finish skill to get that healing. But if you do go Omni Tank, I think either Distant Ferocity or Distant Stance works better. Seal Defense 4 I guess is fine, or you can just go with Lull or something like that. Or Seal Attack 4 if you're concerned about defenses. Attack Smoke 4 is fine. And then I guess Quick Riposte 3 is fine as well. Although I think you can also substitute that with a Form. I think. Yeah. But yeah, very, very cool Kai'Sa. Like, I don't see Kai'Sa a lot, so this is actually really neat. Thank you so much for the submission. Alright, next up we have is yeah, Attack Smoke 4 does do what Quick Riposte 3 does, but you don't get it on like the initial combat. But like Attack Smoke 4 is just to lower the attack so that you can survive. It's not necessarily for like the... Well, actually, hold on. Wait, doesn't Attack Smoke 4 is... Wait. Give me a second. No, it's different. It's different. So Quick Riposte 3 like gives you a guaranteed follow-up attack. Attack Smoke 4 gives you a deny follow-up on the enemy. And so that sort of... Okay, I'm going to put this back up. That sort of makes it an Omni Breaker effect with both of those effects in, which I believe this is what that is going for. And so, yeah, there's no overlap there. But yeah, next up we have is Smash and Chill with Tine here, with a very interesting build. We have Luna attack speed finish 4, escape route 4, time pulse 3, fury 3. So, alright. I see the idea here, right? Like, with the damage from fury, you can activate escape route 4. There is a bit of anti-synergy between the finish and the fury with escape route 4 because obviously finish does heal you. And so that is not exactly ideal if you want to enable this escape route 4 to happen. Honestly, though, I think like every other infantry mage, you probably want like Special Spiral 4 instead of escape route 4. I don't think Tine is a particularly good user of escape route 4. And then run, I guess, like Ruptured Sky. Or like another special on the special. She has DR piercing as part of her perf. Wait, is that true? Okay, this is why I should like research this beforehand. Okay, yeah, she does. You're right. Okay, scratch the Okay, scratch the Special Spiral 4 part then. That was my mistake. I guess. Okay. I think I get it now. I will still say like the finish and does have some anti-synergy with the fury. If I remember correctly. Yeah, the finish force skill restores 7 HP, while fury deals 6 damage. So you'll actually not be able to get any self damage with this. And so, like, I personally would swap out the finish skill for either Remote Sparrow. Yeah, probably like Remote Sparrow. I guess you can go Ideal. No, actually, no. Ideal is not that good because you want to be below 100% HP. So yeah, Remote Sparrow, honestly, is the way to go for that. Escape Route 4 is nice for that utility, but personally, yeah, like tempo to ensure that she does get her specials is really good. Theoretically, you can go lull if you don't have tempo, since tempo is fairly rare. So that is an alternative, cheaper option. Honestly, you can even go like attack speed push 4 in the A and then swap to blade session in the seal. That could be an option. And yeah, obviously, if you have the fodder, like times pulse 3, upgrade to times pulse 4 is always good. But yeah. Oh, Fury always procs after, assuming she never gets hit. She'll always be missing 6 HP always. Okay, that's true. That's true. But like, it doesn't like still. Oh, hello, Smoosh and Chill. It's my Tine, but Fury is better for me because if she isn't below 99 after turn 3, she won't get the DR piercing. Yeah. Hello, Rabbit Avala. Okay, where was I? I mean, I still don't like. Okay, I still think Remote Sparrow is probably better for Tine. Especially if you want to stick with Escape Round 4, because even though like it has more lenient condition, like you're still getting healing from the finish, even if you're going to always be like below 6, have like the 6 HP after combat from Fury. So like, and also I think like Remote Sparrow is generally better for Tine, I believe. So that's probably, if obviously like it's really rare, so you might not have it. But it is an option that I think Tine would definitely appreciate. And yeah, other options for the B would be either a tempo skill to ensure that she gets the special, or I guess budget, you can go for a low speed res. Doesn't hurt. And yeah, like for the C, you can also go, if you have it, like times pulse 4, but obviously that is super rare. Yeah, I got remote, but I'd wait till I have tempo so I can choose when to use the DR. Alright, that makes sense. That makes sense. Alright, cool. Yeah. But yeah, honestly, this is a very cool Tine build. Don't have a lot to say about this. But yeah, that would probably be what I recommend. Like Remote Sparrow, times pulse 4 if you have it. And yeah, like, yeah, this is a very cool build. Really like it. Hopefully that helped. I was a really scrambled with Tine. I do apologize, but hopefully that all makes sense. Oh my goodness, I've been streaming for like 1 hour and 40 minutes, and we have so many more to go. Okay, I guess we could try to speedrun this. Alright, next up we have is CN64 with the Hilda. And Hilda has Attack Res Finish 4, Special Spiral 4, Panic Smoke 4, Attack Res Ideal 4. Very, very nice. Okay, Fiery Bogaline. What does this do again? It grants dominance 2 units and inflicts attack res -6 on nearest foe through the next action. If unit initiates combat or is not adjacent to ally, grants attack res +6 to unit during combat. Okay, so yeah, obviously like that synergizes really well with the Panic Smoke 4. It doesn't really help with the initial hit. So if you care about the initial hit, you might want to think about like Attack Res Oath 4 potentially as an alternative option, but Panic Smoke 4 works really fine. And then yeah, Attack Res Ideal really works, although you can switch that to either Attack Res Form Or like, I guess you could even run Blade Session if you really want to. I personally would swap out Glimmer for either Moonbow or if you have a Ruptured Sky. Glimmer, I think, is not as consistent as Moonbow or Ruptured Sky, so I definitely recommend that. But yeah, the only other thing would probably be either Attack Res Oath 4. But again, like Panic Smoke for if you care more about like subsequent hits, like you are able to dance up Hilda to continue attacking the foes, then Panic Smoke 4 works. If you aren't planning to do that, just planning on having her attack 1 unit per turn, then you go Attack Res Oath. So yeah, very cool build. Alright, next we have is from Byleth, who brings us with this Lumera. Okay, I see Rabbit of Bala. Yeah. Makes sense, makes sense. Alright. Lumera here has Monarch Blade with Vital Astra, Attack Res Finish 4, Special Spiral 4, Attack Speed Oath 4, and Mystic Boost 3. Okay. Yeah, this is pretty stacked, if I do say so myself. Yeah, it is a bit unfortunate that Lumera doesn't have any slaying. But yeah, she is, Protocols. She is the queen of FTP units. I believe she... okay. Mystic Boost 3 is a good option, but with the healing you're getting from Attack Speed Finish 4, honestly, you can run... I think you can safely run a different seal and be perfectly fine. An option could be Attack Speed form. You could even do like NFU seal if you don't have an outside source of NFU to give her. Like, that is an option. Yeah, I don't particularly like the Mystic Boost 3 here, especially when you already have Finish. So, but I mean, you can definitely double down on the healing if you really want, but I think I'd prefer either Attack Speed form or NFU seal if you don't have the NFU from another source. So that's personally what I recommend. And also, if you're going to be using this in Arena, which I assume you do, definitely want like the Dual Rally Plus as soon as possible for that extra scoring. But yeah, very stacked Lumera. I really wish I had this. Thank you for the submission. Alright, next we have is Trevor, who has with this for us this Sana Key. Oh my goodness, what is this? Okay, okay, so Sana Key has the Arcane Tome, Remote Mirror, Iceberg, Special Spiral 4, Times Pulse 3, and Attack Res Form 3. Wow, that is very stacked. Okay. I mean, obviously, if you have the upgrade, you definitely go Times Pulse 4 instead of Times Pulse 3. An alternative could be Attack Res Oath 4, because with the Slaying in Arcane, Eclipse, and Special Spiral 4, outside of the first combat, every subsequent combat should allow you to get Iceberg procced. So, like, there is the alternative of running Attack Res Oath 4 and still get most of the benefits from having Special Spiral 4 Iceberg. But obviously that is a bit of a trade-off because you don't get it on the first combat. And yeah, Attack Res form is probably the best. Yeah, this is like really good, really very nice. Like, you basically have everything. Again, the only other option would be Attack Res Oath 4 on the C. Alright, next we have is Faye Honest Liar with the Ferdinand build. Okay. Okay, this seems to be a tank Ferdinand build with Courtly Candle, Bonfire, Distant Foil, Dual Range 3, Joint Drive Defense, and Deflect Missile. I respect it. Personally, I wouldn't go a tank build on Ferdinand or any cavalry, honestly. Rip Legendary Seliph. Yeah, this is an interesting build. I mean, if you're going to go tank build, you definitely want to swap out Distant Foil for either Distant Stance or like any other distant counter because, again, you're vulnerable to mages this way. Dual Range 3 is interesting, but I guess that's like the only option for like a tank cav unit. So I guess it works. But yeah, like this is very interesting. It can definitely work. I wouldn't recommend it to like new players, but yeah, very interesting build. I mean, if I were to build Ferdinand, I would go like Arcane Lance. I guess either like attack defense or attack speed catch or like the respective promotes. Flow near trace, and then I guess yeah, I guess these joint drive. No, not joint drive. Probably like a smoke skill or something. Yeah, his speed is workable, so it's definitely not out of the question. And then probably like Blade Session on the seal. That's probably what I'd build him as. But I guess like as an anti-Crom tech, it works really well. Yeah, it's situational but really fun. So honestly, respect it a lot. Thank you so much for the submission. All right, next up we have is Larse from JM Andrew, and okay, this Larse is very, very cool. Distant Dart, Mystic Boost 4, Attack Speed Oath 4, and Flashing Blade 3. Oh, no problem, Honest Liar. Yeah, very, very cool Ferdy build. I really like it. Okay, so with the Distant Dart, I assume this is going to be meant for tanking, but you also have Flashing Blade, which is really interesting. I guess that can help charge up Godlike Reflexes and help you loop. And the Mystic Boost 4, I'm assuming, is for the sustain, for the healing, which is really nice. So this is definitely a pretty good build. I personally would recommend was it a Close Call 4? Or yeah, Special Spiral 4 can definitely work as well. Because yeah, Regnal Astra is pretty strong too. Yeah, Darting Breath is a lot more consistent than Flashing Blade 3. Definitely. So I personally would also recommend that over Flashing Blade 3. If this is just pure tank. But honestly, I go Distant Dart, Close Call 4, or Spurn 4 once we get that. Attack Speed Oath 4 is fine. And then yeah, probably like Distant Dart if you want to keep with its Godlike Reflexes, which you probably do because yeah, helps with like have a separate source of damage reduction. Yeah, NFU and half tempo is really good. It makes it really consistent. So yeah, very interesting build. Those would be my suggestions. And yeah, thank you so much for the submission. Next up we have is Tapu Zeta with the Corrin here. Seems to be an Arena Corrin. We have Florid Cane, Ardua Infantry 4, Spurn 3, Joint Drive Attack, and Darting Breath. Oh, hello, JM Andrew. No problem at all. I mean, I guess she can. If you can like ensure that she doubles, you don't need Darting Breath. Then you can just run like attack speed form. Yeah. But like if you, I mean, speed these days are like getting really high, so that might not always be possible. But yeah, like if you're consistently getting doubles, then like just attack speed form and that works. Okay, back to the Corrin. This is like this is definitely an arena build. I completely forgot what Florid Cane does. Enables cancel Rem +1. At start of combat, grants attack speed +5. Okay, interesting. Okay, this is a very interesting build. I personally like Corrin's weapon actually a lot because it just gives like +4 to all stats to your support partner if you're within like 2 spaces. So honestly, like if you're going to run Corrin in Arena, which I assume you are because of Arduino Infantry 4, honestly, like just have his perf, have him support another unit, and then just go full support. Spurn is fine, but like you can run like drive, attack, or like any of the drives in the steel. But yeah, very interesting Corrin. Thank you so much, Tapu Zeta, for the submission. All right, next up we have is Arnold Lopez, or Tatsuku Eevee, with the Fae here, with the Arcane Bow. Definitely recommend refining that to attack as soon as possible. Deadeye, Distant Defense 4, Def Res Ruse 3, Joint Drive Res, and Distant Defense 3. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I don't believe Fae has like the highest speed, right? Yeah, okay. Yeah, only 25 speed. 26 defense, 31 resistance. Obviously, with resplendent stats, that does get increased, but it is a bit rough. So yeah, honestly, though, that I personally would... I guess this is like a more of a tank build because you're running like the distant defenses. But if you're going to do that, then yeah, I think having a lull instead of a ruse would be better. Maybe like a better way to charge up the Deadeye. Like if you have Brave Lucina as support, you can charge that up pretty well. But yeah, excuse me. Oh my goodness. But yeah, like defensive routes, Unity also works like Def Res Unity to help prevent the penalties from affecting you. I guess you can go Joint Distant Guard. I'm not the biggest fan of Joint Distant Guard, but in this case it could work. You can go Smoke alternatively as well to help, like attack Smoke just to help with its survivability and reduces the enemy's incoming damage a bit. Def Res Form Seal, I guess, works too. Honestly, though, if I was to build Fae, I'd probably do it more player phase. I guess you could go like attack defense catch or something. Or not catch, ideal, or like, I guess remote Sparrow to Muko Lol on the B. Or like a seal defense, I guess. I think you'd probably still stick with a smoke skill. And then I guess Blade Session for the attack. Or you can go like Ruptured Sky Special Spiral 4, which is a common theme. But yeah, that's probably what I would do. Yeah, thank you so much for the submission. Alright, next up we have is Astrid, who has for us this Celica. Okay. This Celica with Royal Sword, Vital Astra, Surge Sparrow, Double Lion, attack speed oath 4, and attack speed push 3. Interesting. Okay. Okay, so my voice is actually like starting to crack. So this is obviously player phase, and so the idea is to hopefully get yeah. I have a lot of water, but it's just that I guess it's not enough. Trust me, I'm trying to hydrate as much as possible. Yeah, I see the idea here, right? Like, Surge Sparrow plus like, well, just Surge Sparrow in general to ensure that you get the healings to keep enabling Double Lion so you can always get the Brave hits is really good. Also makes it very consistent to proc Vital Astra because you get the special acceleration when you initiate combat. And most of the time you will be hitting twice, I believe. And like... Okay, are we back? Are we back? That was really weird. OBS said I disconnected for like just a second. Okay, I'm going to assume we're back. But yeah, I recommend Late Session over Attack Speed Push 3. Definitely helps with a lot of the attack and speed buffs. And yeah. That would be like the one thing I'd change there. And of course, like, get a Dual Rally Plus as soon as possible. But yeah, thank you so much for the submission. Okay, I'm going to take like around a 2-minute break just to like hydrate. But we're almost done. We're almost done. So, yeah, we're almost there. But yeah, break time for a little bit. Alright, I'm back. Thank you so much, Sirlox. No problem at all. Yeah, thank you so much for stopping by. Yeah. See you. Okay, where are we? Okay, next up. Okay, I'm going to try to power through this. Again, really apologize. This is taking a lot longer than I thought it would. Next up we have is Gennaro with the based Robin build. Okay. Pledging Torch, Remote Sparrow, Attack Res Tempo 3, Panic Smoke 4, and no follow-up. Okay. I definitely recommend if you're gonna go for a tempo, you probably want Speed Res Tempo instead. I'm gonna assume that this is just a temporary in case of that. Panic Smoke 4 definitely, obviously, is super cool. Synergizes really well with the Pledgian Torch. And yeah, no follow-up in order to ensure the consistent doubles. Alternative builds, I'd say, are the obvious, like Special Spiral 4 to be able to get through damage reduction. You could also theoretically go for Attack Speed Oath 4. But, like, again, that sort of ruins the synergy with Pledgian Torch, so Panic Smoke 4 is probably better. And then no follow-up. If you can get NFU on Robin from an outside source, then yeah, you'd probably go Blade Session instead. Yeah, very cool Robin. No worries, chat, don't worry. Like, it might be long, but I'm still having a lot of fun, so yeah, don't worry about it all. I do appreciate it, though. Yeah, hopefully Robin will get a Resplendent soon. Please get a Resplendent soon. Alright, next up we have is Christian Mora with this Summer Mercedes with Arcane Eclipse, Remote Mirror, low attack res 3, attack res menace, and Quicken Pulse. Okay. I'm not a big fan of menace on a range cav, so I think a smoke skill would probably be better, like attack smoke, I guess. Or def res smoke could be helpful. Quicken Pulse, you probably also want to swap that out for either attack res solo, attack res form, or honestly even Blade Session works well. And then for the B, yeah, I think low attack res 3 if you're not going for AR Trace would be the way to go. But yeah, overall, very cool Mercedes. You love to see. Oh, hello, BA Radiant Dawn. Thank you so much for joining the stream. All right, next we have is Josh Miller, who has for us this Balthus. Okay, whoa. Wow, okay, this is actually really cool. Okay, so we have Arcane Downfall with Ignis, Distance Stance, Quick Riposte 4, Time Pulse 3, and Quicken Pulse. So obviously, if you had the fodder, you would do Time Pulse 4 for that. But obviously that is super rare, so you don't always have it. Arcane Downfall has Special Acceleration and Slaying, so that reduces Ignis to 3. Time Pulse will reduce that to 2. So honestly, I don't think you really need the Quicken Pulse because if you're on Tool cooldown, because Arcane Downfall has Special Acceleration, it does have Special Acceleration, right? I'm not like... Yeah, it does have Special Acceleration, and so you don't need Quicken Pulse. And so what will happen is that Ignis will be at 2 cooldown with the Slaying and the Times Pulse. You will tank, the enemy will hit you. Because of the Special Acceleration, that will get Ignis down to 0. And then you can immediately retaliate with a big disc proc. And so, yeah, I definitely would recommend swapping out Quicken Pulse for something, honestly, like attack defense form or any skill that boosts attack defense. And yeah, this is really cool. I really like it. Honestly, I don't even know if you need Quick Riposte 4 because like this is a one-shot Ignis build, right? I mean, I guess the damage reduction is really nice, but and you do make a guaranteed follow-up attack, and having 2 guaranteed follow-up attacks. No, just having a guaranteed follow-up attack combined with a foe cannot make a follow-up attack does give you like the Omni Breaker effect. So actually, you know what? Yeah, Quick Riposte 4 is fine, but it's definitely not needed. There are other options. Yeah, thank you so much for the submission. Next up we have is Andres FGP13 with the Effie. Okay. Wow. So Effie has the Arcane Lands, and this is a near save build. So we have Pavis, Sturdy Stance, Hardy Fighter, DR, Near Save, and Deflect Melee. I mean, for a Near Save build, I'm pretty sure this is perfect. Yeah, definitely a Heart Her. Let me see Arcane Qiang. Yeah, Arcane Qiang gives special acceleration, so having guard would be nice. But yeah, this is like the perfect build for a near save unit, so I don't really have much to say about that. But yeah, very cool FE build. Oh my goodness, you'll love to see. Man, I wish her refine was better. It's such a shame. Also, like, I recommend swap for the assist. I don't know what this assist is. My apologies, but if it's not swap, I recommend swap. Alright, next we have is Just Zeke, who has the Gale, with another installment of Arcane Lance. We have Bonfire, Surge Sparrow, Flow Near Trace 3, Attack Speed Hold, and a Speed Defense Solo 3. So definitely trying to speed stack the Gale, which is, I respect it a lot. I personally think Speed Def Hold would be better if you're going in this direction, because Gale, for the most part, is already tanky as is. And you know what? Why not go full attack speed, right? Like, go Blade Session on Gale for the memes. Like, again, like, I do think Gale does have enough speed. I know, like, you're trying to stack defense for the Bonfire. But, like, I think Gale has enough defense for that just through, like, what he has right now. So, yeah, probably recommend Blade Session, honestly. But yeah, very cool Gale. Wow. Yeah, take a shot every time I say I recommend Blade Session or something. Yeah, no problem, Josh Miller. Alright, next we have is Soul DM with this absolutely based Lissa. Oh my goodness, this is so good. So we have Arcane Downfall, Pavis, Dirty Stance, Hardy Fighter 3, Attack Defense Near Save, and Attack Defense Form. Once again, this is pretty much like perfect for a Near Save. I guess the other alternative, if you're concerned about penalties on her, is Attack Defense Unity. But I like the guard, personally. She is pretty fast though. Like Arcane Lissa, like Winter Lissa is pretty fast, so you can go the speed route instead. In that case, you'd go probably like Steady Posture, Hardy Fighter, AS Near Save if you have it, and then AS Form. Be like a budget rearmed Robin in a sense. Because she definitely does have the speed to be able to do that. So honestly, like, yeah. You can go this route, this works perfectly fine, or you can go the speed route. And yeah, both are pretty good options. Yeah, very nice. Very cool Lissa. Next we have is Brig Gregor fan, who does not have Gregor, but Benny. And Benny here has Spirited Spear, Ignis, Attack Defense Ideal, Bold Fighter 3, Attack Defense Menace, and Armored Boots. Interesting build. I'm assuming this is a bit more player face orientated. What does Spirited Lance do? Grants Attack Defense +4, Special Cooldown Charge +1 per foe during combat. Okay, so obviously, Arcane Lance would be better for Benny, but I'm going to assume that you don't have Arcane Lance, so Spirited Spear Plus works fine. I will say there is a bit of an overlap, because Spirited Spear gives special acceleration, and Bolt Fighter 3 also gives special acceleration, so you probably want a different Spear or Lance that does something else besides special acceleration. And again, I'm assuming this is going to be a bit more player phase. So, yeah. I guess attack defense menace works fine, I guess. If you're not going to use save, obviously for armors, I do think save is generally better. And then armor boots, yeah. Actually, if you're going to go player phase, you probably want to go assault troop, and then I guess like attack defense solo. That could work as well. Obviously, that requires foddering Summer Edelgard, but it is an option. But yeah, thank you so much, Brigadier Fan, for the submission. Next we have is Royal Knight, the one and only, with the Erica. Yeah, I wish Assault Troop is a lot more available, and actually scores 300 SP. Okay, so Erica, with the staff armor, we have Palm Staff, Light Restraint, Dazzling Shift, Attack Speed Ideal, Threatened Attack Speed 3, and Speed Defense Ideal 3. So, I'm going to base this off of like what I build Lissa for. I'd personally like swap out the Threaten for something different. I mean, the easy answer would be save. What other C skills do armors have? I don't actually... Because, like, it's always been save, right? I guess you can go, like, Armor March, but... Yeah. I definitely recommend swapping out the C for something different. I'd probably also go, like, Form as well. Like, probably Attack Speed Form, or Attack Defense if you want to... Or, I mean, not... Speed Defense Form over the Ideal, but I think Speed Defense Ideal 3 is probably fine. Can armors get Oath 4? That is a very good question. Let's check. If they can, that would be really cool because it does also really help out with their mobility. No, armors cannot run Oath, which is a bit unfortunately. Yeah, only infantry and flying. Build would look better with AS Far Save or Attack Speed Menace. Also, she needs an Arcane. Yes, hopefully we get an Arcane Staff very soon, and that obviously would be the best slot for her. But I mean, Dazzling Shift, I believe, gives the teleportation anyways, right? Yeah, unit can move to a space adjacent to any ally within 2 spaces, so you don't need the... So yeah, Dazzling Shift for an armor is definitely the way to go. So yeah, I just recommend swapping out the C. That will be the main thing. You can go save or menace. And honestly, you probably want to go like attack speed on the seal as well, like attack speed form or blade session or attack speed ideal. I think I personally would prefer. I think. Do we have a staff swap? No, we do not. Okay, that is really unfortunate. That is so sad. We don't have swap and we don't have smite. Okay, whenever the staff swap comes, definitely replace rescue with that, and yeah, I guess that is pretty much does it. Like, this is really good. This is a really cool winter Erica. I really like it. Martyr is a good option for self heal. I think for this build, Light Restraint is probably better. I think. Yeah, thank you so much, Royal Knight, for the submission. Really do appreciate it. Alright, next up we have is Muck Muck with the Lucia of our nightmares. What? Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna say this right now. This is pretty much perfect. Yeah. Okay. This is a perfect build. I mean, an alternative is Godlight Reflexes for the true damage. She doesn't really need that much more damage reduction, in my personal opinion. But yeah, like, this is perfect. I don't know what to say. I guess theoretically you... No, actually, no, never mind. That's stupid. Never mind. Like, I don't even know, like... Okay, yeah, this is the perfect build. Yeah. I guess if I ever see you in Summoner's Duels, that's a GG's. Yeah, forfeit match. But yeah, very cool Lucia build. Again, the only thing I'd like potentially recommend is Godlike Reflexes, but it's up to you. Oh, and I guess like outside of Might of Myriad season, if you want to use her as Omni Tank, you obviously go like Distant Darts. But yeah, that's, I think, pretty much self-explanatory. Yeah, I guess Close Call would be better, but I mean, it's not that big of a deal, especially considering the costs of the fodder. Alright, thank you so much for the submission, Muck. Hope I don't see you in SD. Alright, next up we have is Momo with the Yarn. Okay, this is a Gale Force Yarn with attack speed Clash 4, speed defense near trace, speed smoke 4, and attack speed solo. This is a really good yarn. I really like it. Now I believe his weapon yeah, is effective against cavalry. If you initiate combat, you have attack speed +6 and you inflict a penalty on the foe's attack defense. And you get and after combat, if unit's HP is less than or equal to 90%, grants cooldown count -2. And so, yeah, obviously this is really good for Gale Force. Now, the problem is Yarn doesn't have slaying, and so you need to make sure that if you're engaging with him, you engage on an enemy that can counterattack against you, and you double. And so, dang. Beasts can't run flow near trace, can they? Gosh darn it. Why do you have to do this to us, IS? Yeah, he needs either Asker or Valoria to be able to make this work, and he needs to be able to consistently double. And so, yeah, it is going to be pretty difficult to make it consistent, but against the right teams, this is pretty good. I recommend swapping out attack speed solo 3 for Blade Session, but again, Blade Session is pretty contested. Speed Smoke 4, I guess, is fine. Beast Calves don't really have a lot of options, so it works. But yeah, like, I really like this build a lot. It just needs a lot of support behind it. Yeah, thank you, Momo, for the submission. Alright, next up we have is the Penguinator, who has this Summer Lind. Okay. Deep Blue Bow, Deadeye, Attack Speed Unity, Acrobatics, Guidance 4, and Heavy Blade. Okay, so Summer Lind is actually pretty stacked with her Weapon Refine. Yeah, you have like offensive NFU and offensive tempo. You get slaying in the Refine itself, and you get like a wind sweep effect. And so yeah, this is that's obviously like very strong. Yeah, guidance for the flex. Okay, see ya, Blood Gang. Thank you so much for stopping by. Yeah, Lynn basically has everything, Penguinator. If you have Remote Sparrow, I'd recommend that over Unity, but like Unity is perfectly fine. Range flyers don't really have a lot of B options, so acrobatics definitely works. Alternatives, of course, are seal defense, trace. I guess that's it. Wow, ranged flyers are like in such a sad state. And yeah, acrobatics does work really well with Guidance 4. Wait till we get like acrobatics 4, which is going to be like warp within 2 spaces of a unit within 2 spaces. That'll be fun. Heavy Blade obviously is for to like get Deadeye to be procced. Alternatively, you can go like Rupture the Sky plus Blade Session, but obviously Deadeye does really help with getting through damage reduction. So yeah, honestly, like this build is pretty good. Like the only thing I potentially change is the A to Remote Sparrow, but obviously that is super expensive. So honestly, attack speed unity is fine. And maybe, depending on how reliable you want Deadeye to be, you can't swap out Heavy Blade for Blade Session, because Deadeye, I believe, is at 2 cooldowns, so if, like, the enemy... From, like, the second... for the second combat, you get Deadeye proc, but, again, like, obviously Heavy Blade is there for the consistency. It is a bit hard to meet Heavy Blade checks these days, but I think it can still work. But yeah, very cool build. Thank you so much for the submission, Penguinator. Oh, hello, Momo. Yeah, you're definitely on the right track with that. Honestly, it's just like, the build is like completely fine. Honestly, probably perfect. It's just that there needs to be a lot of supporting units to be able to make him work. But yeah. Alright, next we have is Tasteful with this super stacked Altena. Okay. Whoa. Okay. We have Godlike Reflexes that gets immediately procced with a Shield Pulse. We go Attack Speed Finish 4, Speed Smoke 4, and then Darting Breath. Rearm Hortensia with Acrobatics 4. Oh my goodness, that would actually make Yeah, this is from Tasteful, and yeah, alright, this is Altena's Athena. Sorry, not Altena. Athena is definitely one of the units of all time in FEH. For a Godlike Reflexes build, I think this is pretty much perfect. Obviously, Speed Smoke is there so that you can more easily meet the speed checks and whatnot. Darting Breath so that you can always get Godlike Reflexes up when you charge. Oh wait, it's 3 stars. Wait, what? I didn't even see that. Okay. Use her a lot in AR, actually. Alright. I respect it. I personally would switch the res to plus attack. But honestly, this is really cool. I really like it. Yeah, definitely change it to plus attack. Outside of like Godlike Reflexes builds, like you can run Vital Astra instead. And then you can also do like, I guess like Close Call 4 and Times Pulse 4. That is an alternative build. And then you swap out the S for like Attack Speed Form. That's an alternative build. But for a Godlike Reflexes build, this is really good. So yeah, thank you so much for the submission. Alright, next up we have is Etienne Papineau. Oh, okay, I see. Alright, cool. I guess you have everything on on her. Okay, so Etienne has this Spring Ash with Bunny Egg, Attack Speed Catch 4, Speed Preempt, Attack Res Rain 3, and Attack Speed Form 3. So I'm going to assume this is like Vantage Speed Preempt build. So yeah, attack speed, catch 4, obviously best in slot. I'd probably like recommend swapping the C to a speed def rain instead. Because as a Vantage unit, you definitely want to make sure you are able to one-shot as much as possible. And then yeah, attack speed form. If you are able to get him solo, then because Vantage units, it's generally easy for them to be soloed, be like in a solo position, so attack speed solo actually works pretty well as a seal here. I forgot what Bunny Egg does. What does it do again? Hopefully we get like the what's the word? The Arcane Dagger. Okay, it gives damage reduction. That's actually really good. That's actually really good for Vantage. So yeah, honestly, Bunny Egg is perfectly fine. And yeah, that's probably the only thing I would change really is the C to Speed Def Rain or Speed Def Hold if you have it. Outside of Vantage builds, like you can run like Remote Sparrow, like I guess Seal Defense or something, or a Trace skill, and then Speed Def Hold and Blade Session. That would be for a more like player face build, but for a Vantage build, I think this works pretty well. Besides like the C, as I mentioned. So yeah, next up we have is Leonard Fam, who has this plus 10 Sothis. Honestly, I respect it. So yeah, like, obviously trying to stack speed as much as possible. I forgot what Sothis does. I keep clouding on Sothis too much. Oh yeah. It sucks. Okay. That's cool. But yeah, obviously having the damage reduction with the Dragon's Raid 4 is really nice. Attack speed Oath 4 is probably best in slot. For a tank, maybe you can consider Speed Smoke, but honestly I think attack speed Oath 4 is perfectly fine. No follow-up obviously also helps if you don't have an external source of NFU. If you do have an external source of NFU, I'd probably go attack speed 4. Or maybe just like go like either Dragon's Ire or what's the other one? Yeah, I guess Dragon's Ire, I guess. Sublime Surge Refine barely has anything so said, yeah. But yeah, if you have an external source of NFU, I'd recommend attack speed solo or swap out the B for, I think it's called Dragon's Ire. Let me double check that. It's the one that gives you like NFU. Yeah, Dragon's Ire 4. That's the one. I think. But yeah. Very cool respect for this plus 10 Sothis. Joel would be proud. Next up we have is the Geeky Red Mage with this plus 10 Seliph. Okay. Alright. Okay. Oh my goodness, thank you so much. Kick your butts, but goodbye. Oh my goodness, thank you so much for the donation. Yeah. Sothis, unfortunately, IS refuses to treat her well, but obviously, like, that plus 10 Sothis can work very well, and hopefully, like, the suggestions really help. Yeah, you could also use Speed Breath Seal too, but I think I prefer like the. I guess yeah, you can run Darting Breath. That's another option. I like the more stats though. I think because Sirius is you want to double and when you're tanking, so yeah. Hopefully you should be able to double if you have like NFU. Anyways, Seliph. Seliph, this is pretty stacked. I personally don't like Distant Pressure. I think Distant Dart is better, especially if you don't have like an external source of healing. And because like Seliph obviously has like, I believe, a miracle effect, I believe, in Divine Turfing. But yeah, since we're going Special Spiral 4 build, I think I assume this is Omni Tank, so Panic Smoke definitely works here. Alternatives, of course, is classic Speed Smoke or going Attack Speed Oath 4. So my attempt at making him speedy, have Distant Dart fodder, but need to HM farm. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah. So once you're done with that, definitely go for Distant Dart. All I'm missing is Speed Smoke. Yeah, Speed Smoke I think would probably be a bit more optimal. But honestly, I think Panic Smoke works fine. Or you can go, again, like Attack Speed Oath 4. That works too, just to increase the speed even further. And then yeah, if you don't have an external source of NFU Seal is fine. You can also go Attack Speed form, I believe. Yeah, because that's like for the seal. Like, I guess the build here is very similar to what I built for OG Lucina. Because OG Lucina, I want Distant Dart. Honestly, I wouldn't go Special Spiral 4 here. Like, for my Lucina, I'd go probably like Close Call 4 instead. But like Special Spiral 4 works. And then like, yeah, Attack Speed Oath 4 probably. Or Speed Smoke, one of those two. For my OG Lucina. But yeah, obviously like Vital Astra, keeping it procced is really strong. So yeah, very cool Seliph, the Geeky Red Mage. I really do like it a lot. Hopefully that helps. Alright, next is rightfully Ruben with the Flame Emperor. Okay. Near save with Sturdy Stance, Hardy Fighter 3, AD Near Save 3, and Steady Breath. Wow. Yeah, I want to loop Vital Astra, so that's why I have... Yes. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Wow, this is a very cool Flame Emperor. I forget what Seahorse Axe does. Let me search that up. If unit initiates combat or something to space, ally grants attack speed defense. 5 to unit during combat and unit makes guarantee follow. Okay, cool. So yeah. Obviously, Execution here, pre-charged by Hardy Fighter. If Flame Emperor retaliates, Steady Breath ensure that constantly gets charged. Depending on like the team, swap would be the positional I'd recommend the most. But obviously, sometimes in like SDS, pivot is better, and in like Ether Raid's defense, depending on the setup, like pivot could be better than swap. Honestly, something you can do is like switch it to Slaying Axe, and then run Pavis, just for the extra damage reduction. That is something that you can actually consider if you like want to get even more damage reduction, because like Seahorse Axe only grants +5 attack defense, right? And the guaranteed follow-up attack. As a near save, the guaranteed follow-up attack isn't as important. So like, honestly, Slaying Axe plus Pavis might be the way to go, honestly. If you don't have... Obviously, like, this would be better with the Arcane Axe, but I'm going to assume you don't have the Arcane Axe. If you did, then you'd swap that with Seahorse Axe. Swap Seahorse Axe out for the Arcane Axe, and then run, like, I guess, attack defense form, or some deflect melee, I guess. But yeah, very cool Flame Emperor build. Oh my goodness. This is really cool. Thank you so much, Ruben, for the submission. Okay, this is going to be the last one. This is the last one on my list. If there's like any more that got submitted after I started the stream, I do apologize. But yeah, we have this Fallen Delthea from Ducky. And Fallen Delthea, no joke, is very underrated with her teleportation effect. Like, it's actually so good. So yeah, we have attack speed finish, time pulse 3, glimmer, and speed res tempo. Yeah, speed res tempo obviously to make sure to get Delthea more consistent in proccing these specials. Honestly, I think I probably recommend like other infantry mages, Special Spiral 4, just because you can get through damage reduction, and that is like really powerful. Yeah, so like the ideal build will probably be attack speed finish 4, Special Spiral 4. You don't need attack speed oath, so probably actually, you know, I think times pulse is fine to get the initial charge off. But I guess you can run like a smoke skill or something. And yeah, like if you have an external source of NFU, recommend Blade Session over that. Otherwise, NFU is fine. Yeah, honestly, like by itself, this is fine. I swap out Glimmer for Moonbow or Eruptive Sky if you have it. And yeah, obviously, optimally, you want Special Spiral 4 on that. Which smoke skill do I recommend? It's kind of situational, but if I read this correctly. I guess there's nothing wrong with like either speed smoke, especially against like speedy Omni tanks, but there is a case to be made for Def Res smoke as well, especially when you warp in. You can warp in, attack, and then she'll get like Pathfinder, and so you can use that for like extra mobility, so that could be very cool. Yeah, Def Res smoke can actually work really well with Delthea, I think. I mean, that is an option. I haven't used Delthea's warping effect that much, so I'm not sure how practical that will be. But I think it has the potential to work pretty well. So yeah, that's probably what I recommend. Thank you so much, Ducky, for the submission. And yeah, I use her everywhere, so this info is used. Okay, that's good. That's good. Yeah, if I don't know if you summon on HR or not, but like Delthea is an amazing user of Special Spiral 4. So yeah, that's something to test out, I guess. But yeah, that does it for the unit reviews. Oh my goodness, it's like 8:40 p.m. my time, so a bit longer than I expected, but it was a lot of fun, and I really do appreciate everyone that stuck around and joined the stream. I really do appreciate it, and no worries for those that had other obligations and stuff. So, oh yeah, she is getting an HLF rerun soon, so actually don't summon for Delthea. Get it from HLF if you can. Yeah. I mean, it depends on if like how much you want to invest in her. Like if you get like good skills like Remote Sparrow, Special Spiral 4, Times Pulse 4, then it actually might be worth. But that's really up to you, I think. But anyways, yeah. Anyways, all of these submissions were so amazing. Thank you all so much. It was really fun looking through all of these and reviewing those. And I really do appreciate everyone. And yeah, I wanted to do this as a way of showing my appreciation to everyone that has supported me and, you know, are the reason why I am where I am right now. So I really do appreciate it, and hopefully you all enjoyed it as much as I have. And yeah, thank you all so much for the 2K subs. I really am so grateful, and honestly, it means the world to see all this support, and all the kind words as well. But yeah, I'm going to head off and probably relax a bit. But yeah, I guess I'll do my spiel before we end it off. If you do enjoy the content, be sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell, all that jazz to help support the channel. Only takes 5 seconds to subscribe, but it truly does help out this channel a lot, and I really do appreciate all the constant support. And yeah, hope you all have an amazing rest of the night or an amazing rest of the day, depending on where you are. And yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and see you all next time. Bye, everyone!